Hi friends, this was my first sewing without a planned project. I will put that video at the end. It does look wrinkled because it was just put out and it was hanging over my dining room chair. So I will give her another really good press. So today is Sewing Without a Plan, part 2. Hi friends, so yes, I have 3 10-inch squares and I wanted to do something with these guys, and I have some scrap fabric from my Happy Mail from Miss Kathy and this really cute little fat quarter that came in a bundle. So I thought I have to make something with these because it's just so happy and bright. Okay, so I cut up the 10-inch block as well as some of the fat quarter. So I have 2-inch pieces. I think this one's a little bigger than that, but that's okay. So I just think that these are so much fun and they just look so happy. So I am going to figure out a way to blend this fabric in, I think, because it's too close to that. So, and try to figure out what to do with these two, but they just look so happy and I'm so excited. Hi friends, so I put this panel together. It is a, let's see, 16 by 10. So much fun, right? They just look so happy. I'm going to be using this here as a lining fabric. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my 2 pieces together here. Yes, let me show you. And I'm going to serge this. You can do an overlocking stitch. And I'm just going to serge all the way around and I'll be back. Okay, so I have 2-inch wide by 10 inches long strips here. So I'm going to take a 1/2 inch down on each one of these strips and I'm going to sew along the bottom. Okay, so I have taken the 2 by 10 inch pieces that we had sewn down here on one side, and the side that you did not sew down, we're going to clip it to the top part, and you're going to do that for both sides here. So the part that you had folded over and sewn is going to be on the bottom, and the part that you didn't is going to be clipped here. So we're going to put this aside for right now. Okay, so we have another 2-inch by 10-inch pieces here. So we're going to use these for the handles. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold down 1/4 inch. And then on this side, we're going to fold down. And then we're going to fold both of these over so you don't have any raw edges, right? And then I just clip. So now what we're going to do, so this one's already done. You're going to sew down right along the edge, maybe 1/8 inch on both sides, and do that to both of them. Okay, I've sewn down my tabs. They should look like this. So now what I'm going to do is I measure 3 inches in from each side. I put a little mark, a little dot. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to take my handle and I'm going to stick it in both sides, 3 inches from each side. And you want to make sure that it's flushed. Okay, I'm just going to clip that. So you're going to make sure that the handle is folded up like this and then fold down. So I'm going to put that underneath here where my other mark is. And now you can go ahead and give a 1/4 inch stitch down both sides. Okay, so now we have our handles. They're tucked in to our pieces. So now what we're going to do is fold this down, give a good press, and on both sides give a 1/8 inch stitch, back stitching over your handles, and like I said, do that for both sides. Okay, so we gave a top stitch, right? I just did right along there. So now we have to give another stitch on both sides down along here, and we are almost done. This is such a cute project for, you know, if you need a little bag in a pinch, a gift bag, or just a little something for a little girl or whatever, even a large bag. This is a perfect way. This is a fast and easy in a pinch bag. Hi there, friends. So yes, I have sewn down here. So the last little bit of pieces here, since I have serged down the sides, there's no flipping inside out or right side out. That's it. You can use an overlocking stitch, cover stitch, whatever you want, zigzag to clean up the sides, and you have a bag and a pinch, right? So we're just going to sew back stitch, sew all the way down, back stitch. We're going to do the same for both sides, and I just love this. This is so adorable. Friends, I just think this is so adorable. Look how cute this is, right? How much fun. So this all started with a 10-inch square. I knew I wanted to use because it was just so adorable. I didn't have enough to, you know, make something on its own, really. And then it turned out to a little purse. I didn't box out the corners, but you can do that if you want to. So simple and easy. These really do not take that long. These are great little bags in a pinch. So you have an event to go to, or a shower, or whatever it is, this is a great little bag to make. And I'm going to say probably take you about an hour. So not too bad. Leave a thumbs up, give a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you guys. So thank you again for all of your support, and I really appreciate everything. So thank you again, and I will be talking to you soon.